Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Serena and it's been a minute since I did this, but please don't judge the quality of my mic. It's literally wired headphones from a friend, but this was the only choice that I had because every time I record a video outside, like the audio is not as good. And I actually bought a vlog camera like a week ago, but I forgot to get a SD card with it as well, and I had planned this video out. I literally had a whole script in my head. This is everything I'm gonna say. Da, 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 da. As soon as the camera comes, I'm gonna record it. Boom, forgot the SD card. So if I keep waiting for that SD card, I'm literally gonna forget everything that I wanted to say with the energy and intent that I wanted to say. But yeah, let's get into this video. Like I said, my name is Serena. Yeah, so I started YouTube in 2021, and since those years have passed, I have changed as a person. My likes, my dislikes, my whole being is different. And when I had started, I was consistent. And then over time, I kind of lost, I don't know if I should say motivation, discipline to post. And I was also kind of in my head about what I was posting. So basically, if you can't already tell from the title, this is an explanation of what I've been up to, where I have been, and basically reintroducing myself and letting you know that I'm back. I'm back, baby. I'm back and I'm better on YouTube. Like I said, I got a vlog camera. Listen, the content is about to be contenting, and I'll get later into the things that I plan on creating on here. But yeah, so over the years, as you would expect, growth, evolution, I've changed as a person. The things that I want to talk about, the things that I want to share with you guys is different than what I wanted to back then. But during that time, I was dealing with a lot of like fear in my head about like purpose. So let me expand on that a little bit. I feel like in churches we're often told like find out what your purpose is. Do you know your purpose? Pray to God about your purpose, and then you hear different advice on what purpose is. Like if it's something that you're good at, if it's something that you're naturally like born, is your natural born ability, like let's say public speaking, or for me, I thought doing YouTube is my thing. That's clearly my purpose. I learned quickly that that's not what it is. Like purpose is deeper than that. Purpose is more than just what you're good at. Matter of fact, it might not be what you're good at, because if it's something that you're good at, then you get the glory. But if it's something that you need help with and you need the grace of God to work with you, then it's going to be clear that God helped you through that thing. So I was in my head about what I create. I was in my head about like the videos that I create. Are they bringing people closer to God? Are they making an impact? Are you learning a thing or two? Like, am I saying like the truth? Like all this stuff, like the truth, the Bible truth, not story truth. But eventually I was like, girl, relax. God gave you a gift. God gave you personality. God made you the way that He made you to express yourself as you are. It doesn't mean try to be like anybody else. It doesn't mean listen to what society is telling you, even though it's Christian society. There's a lot of, listen, in this day and age that we're in, y'all already know social media is like biggest influence in people our age, Gen Z's lives. So I was greatly influenced by social media. One person is saying this, next person is saying that, and I'm applying both things, and obviously none of it is even making sense to me. So I had to step back and realize, like, babes, relax. Take it easy. God is not against your passions. God is not against the things that are dreams to you, the things that you desire. He's not against that. And it doesn't mean that doing something for His glory, doing something with God in mind, God at heart, has to be like preaching the word. If you're truly, truly being transformed by God, people can see that. People can get the aura, the energy from you. And I'm not saying it's not important to speak truth, but I was in a place where it was the extreme, where I was like, I have to be telling people how to live their lives and all this and all that. And that's not my place. Like, we have teachers, apostles, and prophets for whatever it is that God has ordained them to do. So that's one of the things that I was dealing with that made me stop posting consistently, because I would post like gym stuff, and I'm like, is this bringing people closer to God? Not really. There's a bit of like self in this. Anyways, so another thing that was holding me back from creating content was a fear to fail. First of all, let's I should have said this in the beginning, but God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of love, self control, and discipline. We'll put the verse here. So, listen, I've heard that verse 10,001 times, but that thing clocked to me a few weeks back, and I said, girl, this that you've been holding on to is not of God. Let it go. Like, sometimes you want to be one with your issues. People love to suffer. Whether they know it or not, people like problems, people like to feel bound. Listen, I'm learning that, and I had to break out of that. Hold on, the sun is just doing a lot. I had to learn quickly that that is not of God. That is not cute. I was also on this false humility thing of like, oh, literally, I used to say Jesus's ministry was 3 years, but he lived 30 years. Kind of like an excuse to procrastinate. Listen, when you want to push something off, you're gonna find any and every reason, and it's you can even make it biblical. So that's what I was on. Listen, I had all sorts of excuses, but I realized, like, girl, if this is something you really want to do, put your mind to it, do your best, and see what comes out of it. Another thing, I was scared of failing. And what failure meant to me was not having enough followers, not having enough brand deals, not being recognized, all this and all that. But at the end of the day, like, if this is if I create a vlog and somebody's like, on my days, like, your vlog really spoke to me, or I love watching your vlogs after a long day of work, listen, that in itself is enough. So I had to understand what failure actually was and redefine it aside from what society has made it to be, especially in the social media world, YouTube, Instagram, and all that. And be okay with the fact that, first of all, there's multiple influencers who don't even have a huge following, and they got the brand deals, they've got whatever it is that they want. Anyways, long story short, those were a few things that were going through my mind for those years. But now I really want to be back on here and create. I don't know what exactly, but listen, I'm gonna figure it out along the way. I want to do more sit down videos like this type of vibe. Just chit chat, yap about life and what I'm learning. I don't know. I think on YouTube, I'm really like my authentic self. Like, it's giving FaceTime. Like, welcome to a FaceTime call. I think I said that like 2 videos ago, 3 videos ago. But I love being on FaceTime with you guys. Like, I feel like I'm able to express myself without questioning and doubting myself. And I love that for me. I think it helps me recognize who I am in a sense. But yeah, so I'm back creating. Super excited for this journey. Life update, I moved back to Rwanda. I'm so happy to be here. Let me tell you guys a story. Oh my God. Like, grab a coffee, grab a matcha, whatever you're drinking. My drink is holding up my phone, so I can't really sip on my drink. But anywho, I moved back to Rwanda about 3 months ago. August, September, October, November. So like 4 months ago, actually. And the way it happened was just God, basically. It was crazy. I was in Montreal for about 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, something like that. And then during that time, I was working out of school. Contract came to an end. I don't think I even vlogged when I was in Montreal. I think I did like one video. The NYC video was was my Montreal season. And then from there, yeah, the contract ended at the job. And then me and my sister, Desi, were like, yo, what are we doing? Like, are we going to renew this lease for the house? Because our lease for our house was also ending. Are we going to find another house? Are we going to go to a different city? What are we going to do? It was giving early quarter life crisis, like 20s, trying to figure out what we're supposed to do. But we quickly realized, like, listen, there's no need for us to be moving left, right, and center when we have homes that we can go to and not worry about the everyday things like rent, groceries, bills, all these things. Like, that will come in due time. But that thought was just the beginning of what God was doing, because previous times I would come to Rwanda and I'll be like, yeah, I want to leave. Like if I come for the holidays, whatever, I'll leave and I'll be glad that I left. Like the time for me to leave will come and I'll be like, oh, I've been waiting for this. Like peace out, Rwanda. But this time my attitude towards coming home was different. I was like, oh my God, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I was just so excited and I didn't understand what it was. But listen, God works in mysterious ways, and I love the fact that it was that way, because if it was an external factor, if it was like my parents or a job or something telling me to go back home, I wouldn't have known that I can make a decision and that decision actually follow through to be something beautiful. I think it built my confidence in who I am as a person and in making decisions, which is something that I struggled with, but there was no external voices. I bought the ticket myself, which was my first time buying my own ticket to like come back home. I buy tickets to go elsewhere, but never back home. So that in itself was like, dang, like I'm really serious about this. Because I told my parents, they're like, girl, what are you talking about? Stay in Canada. I was like, no, I'm gonna come. You guys are gonna see me. They're like, okay, then we'll see about that. But yeah, so I came back here. I finished my degree like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. And now I'm basically here for however long God wants me to be here for. I've been enjoying my time a lot, spending time with family, friends, and just exploring the market out here in terms of content creation, and also the field of psychology, because that's what I want to work in. That's what I work in, actually. And yeah, guys, I've been in Kigali, living the good life. The weather is amazing. I'm currently like sweating. You guys probably can't see it. I look like I'm glowing, but I'm hot, which I would prefer over being cold in Canada right now. And yeah, guys, I'm just here to encourage whoever feels like life is not making sense, that it is gonna make sense. Um, Trust God, but also believe that God is in you. So if you have a thought, it's not just you thinking that thought. It could be God putting that on your heart. And it takes faith to step out of that idea of God. If God is going to tell you something, it's going to be as clear as day. Learning to hear God's voice is a matter of trusting, literally, like practicing hearing God's voice. I don't know how to explain it. Like in this example, what I'm trying to say is previously in my earlier Christian days, I would just wait for something to be clear, whether I'm reading it from the Bible or have a dream about it, or I don't know, like I feel some strong conviction, then I will do something. But now I'm starting to learn like sometimes it's simple instruction and it's soft. And if you miss it, then you're literally missing God's voice, waiting for it in the biggest, most elaborate ways. And it's not always like that. Sorry, I got distracted. But yeah, so I welcome all of you on the journey of growing, becoming, like everybody says, the journey of becoming. But no, for real, the journey of becoming, the journey of creating. It's going to be mistakes, there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows. But I'm super duper excited. Yeah, welcome back. Serena is back, for real, for real. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing this. I will talk to you guys soon. May God bless all of you guys. You're all prosperous and you will make it far in life. In Jesus' name. Receive that word, huh? Receive it. Anyways, I love you guys so much and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.